I'm going to read out an intro to our wonderful new guest, third guest in a row, 2 more after her. And you are going to guess the kind of tune, the music. What is the music to this wonderful individual? Well, Lindsey is the founder of YAYEM. And she's formerly an employee with Uber, where she scaled them around the world for over 7 years. However, today, she describes herself. Oh, let's let them play for a bit. This is nice, isn't it? I could just keep talking to you. Hey, Tony. How you doing, brother? Today, she's widely known and accepted as the one and only Champagne Nomad. So one more time, give it up for the Champagne Nomad, Lindsey Elkin! How are you, my darling? Mwah. Mwah. Great. This is Chris. How are you doing? Hold this. Tiny catch. This is you. Here you go. Have a seat, have a seat, have a seat. Oh, still in sync. Give it up for you, Red. So, how you doing?
Doing very well.
What do you think of all of this? Isn't this amazing?
It's fantastic.
Oh, Lindsey.
How's everyone else doing?
How you guys doing? Oh, okay. Jesus.
Second day. We gotta get
Second
the energy
day. Let's
up.
rock it. Who was at the after party last night? Who wishes they didn't go to the after party last night? Because they're not here. They're not here. They're crawling
sleeping
out right
still.
now.
They're gonna miss out.
I actually told people at the after party that we started 12:15, and one person just said, "Oh, I'm at the after party. I cannot make 12:15." And I was like, "Okay, what are you like? How long is this going?" But
Yeah.
apparently
So,
8.
Lindsey, welcome.
Thank
I
you.
hope there's been a lot of build-up in this, and we have some exciting things for you, so don't go anywhere. We're going to learn a little bit about your past, your present, your future, but specifically, YAYEM. Why did you call it YAYEM, and what is this business YAYEM?
Yeah, so it's actually a village in Senegal. And so
That's it. She founded a village in Senegal.
No, I didn't. No, I spent the better part of 10 years across sub-Saharan Africa. And when I was living in Lagos in Nigeria, I would frequently go to different places in West Africa. And during one of my trips...
Uber, right? You were scaling Uber at the
Yes,
time.
absolutely. Yeah. And during one of my trips to Senegal, I was in this village called YAYEM, which was just like incredible people, and every meal is shared family style, really like warm food and culture. And when I was building my own company and thinking about the culture I wanted to bring into that, I just kept on being inspired by my time in West Africa, specifically my time in this town in Senegal. And then I brought in a naming agency that sucked. And so I stuck with YAYEM.
I love that. What does the word mean? Is it just a name? Does it have a meaning?
It's the name of a village that's just on the border with the Gambia by the Sine Saloum Delta, if anyone's been to Senegal. And yeah.
I love that.
Stuck with it.
I love how, African terminology and words, I mean, there's hundreds of languages. I'm from South Africa. We have 11 official languages, right? One very popular word that's being seen in the tech industry today is, does anyone know what I'm going to go for? Starts with a U. Ubuntu.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Who's heard this word? Ubuntu? Right? It means I am because we are. Right? It's a sort of utilitarian perspective that I am happy because we are all happy. Therefore, I can't be happy until we are all happy, right? YAYEM, beautiful narrative. So YAYEM is the word to describe champagne nomads?
No.
When did that come into the picture?
That's in my company. We joked about the Champagne Nomad. I kind of stumbled into global living, so to speak. And I'm curious just with the audience, like how many people in the audience would, if someone said, "Where do you live?" would you kind of stumble upon that or list more than one city?
Anyone else? Yep. So you guys over here, ladies over there, gentlemen over there. Awesome.
So we got a little bit. And again, I've been living this way since 2012.
Yeah.
Again, while I was launching Uber across Africa. And I realized when I started my current business, YAYEM, we're a global platform and members club that connects extraordinary humans around the world that live global lifestyles to their network, to spaces, to experiences, and more, really facilitating global living at the tap of a button. And the term Champagne Nomad really came about because when I was looking at actually the profiles of our members and how they live, 25% have kids. The average age is like mid to late 30s. They really break through that typical stereotype as like the 20-year-old backpacker, in Bali, living off of like a bucket of rum a day. Not that there's any issue with that, but like I don't necessarily think that represents the typical
modern
IM user.
Yeah.
And so when I started saying champagne nomad, it was kind of to separate between like your typical like backpacker or digital nomad that still came to people's minds and how I see more people living or how I live. And the champagne thing is really just kind of a fun little marketing spin on it, but really it's about seeing how many people around the world and different profiles are opting to live more global lifestyles today.
So where do you live now? Maybe I should ask.
So I tend to spend half my year in London. So currently I have a place in London, and then I'll do half the year between warmer countries.
Wherever you feel like it.
So,
and where are you from originally? US or?
I'm from Philadelphia. I haven't lived in the US since 2012.
Okay.
So I'm from Philadelphia. I did, I joined Uber when I was 23. And
get him young.
Yeah. Somehow convinced them to hire me, and they brought me on, and I launched Uber in South Africa, and then was heading up growth for the company from 2013 to 2020, covering Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and South Africa.
So you mentioned, which I think is really interesting, the statistics around the profile of the typical champagne nomad, traveler, maybe not traveler because we think of gypsies or something, I'm not sure what the politically correct term is today. But there is these missold truths, because I spent 2 years nomading, but I didn't nomad in the sense of moving with my suitcase every month or 2 weeks and stay in a hostel. I lived in Barcelona for under the tax threshold, which is 183 days, right? So I feel like it's almost like these tax tourists, right, traveling around in places for under 6 months or so. And I did that. I did 6 months here, 6 months there, went back to South Africa for 9 months, and then back to Norway. What are sort of some of the sort of trends? You mentioned a few there. That was it 30% of kids or 25% of kids? That's super. I assumed that that's something that would tie you down.
I would like to know how they do that, because do they take the kids? Do they just go like, bye bye, I'm gone for 100
grandparents?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of there's kind of this growing infrastructure around these unique global lifestyles, right? And so you actually have like school systems now around the world. I mean, firstly, pre the school age, it's easier. People obviously are living differently. It's not for everyone.
What is the school age? Just because I don't have kids yet. Chris, 6. You have 2 kids?
Yeah.
In
6.
Germany, it's about 6.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of time.
5, 6.
I'm good for the next 6 years.
Once you're at that age, then there's also like different companies that are popping up around the world that actually have like schools that are set up that you can have them in Bali, have them in Portugal for a couple months. And so again, as more people around the world opt for this lifestyle, which is really like a boundless lifestyle, I would say, living kind of beyond borders, you're going to see more companies popping up, as well as more kind of governments and public sector that are kind of embracing these lifestyles and creating different systems to support them. But I mean, we have people who are living, people will do half the year in, say, like the typical trend would be like half the year in Lisbon, half the year, in winter, they'll go maybe to Costa Rica. But I think the more interesting thing, it's like, you can speak about this, and I still feel like the image that comes to everyone's head is like European, American, Australian, white, very specific demographic. I think what's been really fascinating actually through what I've built now is seeing kind of the diversity of our members, and actually how with these trends around global nomadism, with countries like Estonia that are actually at the cutting edge and the forefront of making it more accessible, you're actually now seeing people who have less desirable passports. So, I mean, we have members who are like in Kenya, South Africa, Nigeria, where they don't have the same privilege as me with a US passport to say, I'm going to do 6 months here because I can. And that's what I think is super interesting.
It's cool to see where the shift is going in this space. But you know what? Another interesting space where things are shifting is mobility, right? And you worked in sort of that ride-sharing space. And believe it or not, this gentleman on my right over here, Christoph Solich, he's actually a founder of a startup. And we thought...
maybe you could give me some advice,
tips,
because
maybe.
you scaled globally, and I'm about to scale in the mobility space also globally, and maybe past Earth as well in the future.
So just as Chris gets set up, would you want one as well?
No.
No, okay, cool. So we're gonna have. Do you want a party hat? Here you go. Take a party hat. Hey, ice cream lady, take a party hat. Yeah, that's the one. Who else? So just as Chris gets set up, Chris is gonna pitch you his startup. Is that cool? We'd love to get some live feedback.
And the audience.
And the audience would like real feedback.
I would love your feedback.
And
work with the mic, but I'll
this is why you sit in the front row, because
this is why you take
you wouldn't
the
need
hat.
a champagne nomad if it wasn't for this, right? So Lindsey, you ready for this? This is gonna be fun. Now, whoever catches the cork gets a free membership to Lindsey's company.
Don't kill anyone while I'm on stage, please.
Here we go. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Hey!
Pretty good shot. Pretty good shot.
Lindsey, just making you comfortable. We're buttering you up, my darling. Here we go. Oh, spilt champagne everywhere. Not the first
My
time.
tablet, not yours.
Do you want some,
Okay.
Chris?
No, I'll bring some to the
audience. We're gonna get
Once
make
that
up.
took a hat, get one. If you didn't take a hat, then bad luck.
This is why you sit in the front row, ladies and gentlemen. Here you go, Chris.
Thank you,
pass
thank
it
you.
on. Take one on and pass it along.
Who wants one? Who wants one?
You want one? Yes, you can have one.
Come on.
Thank you so much. And
It's past 1 o'clock.
we good?
Fine.
We good?
It's fine.
Chris, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
I'm gonna move
Are you
the
not
iPad.
drinking with me?
I'm drinking with you. I'm drinking out the bottle though,
You're drinking.
because that's just how I am. Cheers,
All
darling.
right. Cheers.
Cheers, everyone! Skull! Oh, thank you.
Okay, so you already know mobility is my area, and this is what we're competing with. You all know the scooters, but you also all know that scooters suck. Okay, scooters are really uncomfortable to ride. They're dangerous, and they're idiots in the street. And we have a way better solution. We don't know how anybody has not come up with this, because we believe in ponies as the better solution. Okay, ponies.
You can clap to that.
Ponies are super safe, and ponies are super cute, so they solve all of those problems. Now, we have built our product, and it's very simple. It's called Pony, the Mobility Revolution, and it is rental ponies anywhere for anybody, okay? So you walk around, you find a pony, you ride it. Simple as that. You go into the app, click on it, you hire the next pony, and then you ride away. This works in the US, we believe, but it also will work in Europe. I think it's the right mobility solution for any scenario, basically. It works for all types of people, so it's very, very flexible. We have different products for different use cases. So we have Pony X, Pony Black SUV, and Pony Pool. So whatever you need, you'll find the right solution with our app. We also have the most important thing, the mode that everybody's looking for, which is, of course, dark mode. We have solved the charging infrastructure problem. We were able to buy an existing product cheaply because somebody wanted to get rid of it, and now this is our super carrot network. Now, you're probably thinking, are you using AI for this? And I have to tell you, no, we don't, okay? We don't believe in AI at all. We believe in EI. Equine intelligence. That's what it's all about for us. The most important thing is our values, okay? Other companies treat their employees really badly. We do not do that. We have one main KPI, which is NPS. You all know that NPS is, of course, net pony satisfaction. So for us, it's all about the ponies. We treat them extremely well. We have a pony sauna, obviously. You got to have that. We have standing desks for them because that's better for their backs. We take care of their mental health as well. So we take very good care of our ponies. We have a humble little office in Berlin where the sun always shines, but we also have a small office in the US if you want to visit us in New York City. We have a company motto. It's move at a moderate pace and nibble things. And I'm happy to say that our employees live that motto every single day. Our business model is also very simple. You pay to unlock and then you pay per mile. We also have this genius concept. We call it NFTs. So NFTs, you might have heard of it. Here's what an NFT is. It's a non-feedable token, okay? So basically, this is a picture of hay, okay? And this on the right is an NFT of hay. It's the same picture, but people are willing to pay a ton of money for it, so that's why it's really good for us, okay? And then we also have aftermarket potential. And we have built our own brand just for the aftermarket potential, and that is Beyond Pony. And actually, I'm happy to tell you that today, during lunch, you can try some of the products outside, okay? Because who doesn't love a good burger?
End to end.
Do we have traction? Yes. We tested our MVP, and people were super happy with it. We did a lot of benchmarking as well. And generally, we just see a lot of need out in the market, and we see that on the news every single day. People really want our product, so the need is huge. We're currently fundraising, and we did a very tough analysis where you can see competitors that don't have ponies and have ponies and are shitty and are awesome. And down here is all of the other companies, and we're up there, okay? So basically, we're amazing. Here's our revenue estimates for the investors in the room. You're probably very curious about this. So this is conservative estimates, and here they are, okay? Giving you the perfect hockey stick that every investor is looking for. And mind you, these are conservative estimates. Now, pony is only the beginning. We have global appeal, and we've already got the brands going for camel and donkey as well for other regions. This is our team. I think we have an amazing team. This guy is very creative on the financing side, and this guy is very good on the marketing side. So I think we're all set in that. We've gone through a bunch of accelerators recently, like Pony Stars. We also did Plug and Pony and Pony Combinator, of course, and they helped us a lot. We're currently in talks with this guy about investing in us because obviously, I mean, the fit, come on, couldn't be any better. And we are building the world's first ponycorn. And if you want to join us, or if you want to invest, or if you want to become a partner, then let me know. Thank you.
Christoph Solling!
What do you think? Do you think it's going to work?
Well, first, I mean, to start things off, everyone knows that for it to become a unicorn, it needs 4 letters. So to start, great name.
Yes, perfect. Yeah, pony. Yeah.
Got 4 letters.
Bonus for umlaut, right? Because we have the pony, the umlaut,
German letter.
German dots on the thing. I think that's
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Fair enough.
4 letters. Yeah.
I think can I ask some follow-up questions?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. I think one, I mean, as we know here, we're in Bolt territory, right? So we've got Bolt, we've got Uber. I would love to know about kind of how do you protect your ponies from dual apping? How do you ensure they stay loyal to you?
Yeah, so I think it's all about the brand. I think once the people get to know what we stand for as a company with how we treat the ponies and how we sort of position the ponies at the core of our business, I think competitors will have a tough time because they're not good at that. They don't have pony satisfaction at the core of what they do.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm going to push you for a final answer. Will you be on his board or on his saddle? Is that what your board is called, probably?
Probably, yeah.
Help him through this. You've scaled other mobility businesses in the past. So I'll give you 3 seconds to think about it, and I'm going to give you I'm in or I'm out, okay? This is your Shark Tank moment as well, Lindsey, okay? Or your, I don't know, field pony moment or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get the audience vote, okay? Maybe we get the audience
Who wants
first.
to invest? Raise your hand. That's like 104% of the audience. Okay, that's perfect.
That's pretty good.
Who wants to use the product? Okay,
yes.
That's everybody. Okay, so I think we're bringing it.
That's your validation. So ready, Lindsey? On the count of 3, and then whatever comes to your mind. 3, 2, 1.
I'll saddle up. Let's go.
Yes! I love it.
Thank you, Lindsey.
I have water. Cheers to that. Cheers to that.
Lindsey Elkin, everyone, give it up! Woo! Oh no, keep it on, keep it on. Take it with you, take it with you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Mwah.